Why is nobody buying from my Shopify store? Today I'm going to dive deep into the 3 different scenarios why nobody is buying and what you can do to resolve it. Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps small businesses and online stores get more revenue by getting on Google and YouTube page 1. To the question on hand, why is nobody buying from my Shopify store? Scenario number 1, nobody knows about your store. When you first launch your store, these are the questions that you have to ask yourself. After you have launched your store, have you told anybody that your store exists? That this is the date that your store is going to go online and people can start buying from it? Have you just told 1 or 2 friends? That's not going to work. Did you ask your friends to help you to spread the word around? Have you done any promotion? Are you working with any influencers? Have you got into contact with any media outlets to tell them about your store? Do you have any ad campaigns running? Social media channels? These are the different channels or different platforms that you need to be on to get prepared, so when you launch your store, people will know about it, then they can come to your store and then they can buy it. If you haven't told anybody yet, you haven't done any promotion, you are not even in the process of liaising with anybody to help to spread the word around about your new Shopify store, new products, what's so special about your products, then it's no wonder nobody is buying from your store because nobody knows about it. Any store which opens needs to do their own promotion in some way. Even if it's just a bread shop around your neighborhood. When they open, I'm sure they had people giving around leaflet or doing some promotion like buy one get one free, just to get people to step into the shop to try out their products. For bread itself, of course, it's a lower price product, so if they do something like buy one get one or like 20% off for the first 3 days of their store launch, that's going to easily get the first few customers into the shop and start buying their bread. And because the bread is more of a commodity item, once they start buying it, they think it's really good, it's convenient, so they are more likely to go again. If your Shopify store is not selling commodity product, it's slightly more high-end, high price, maybe a promotion like that doesn't work. However, on the whole, the entire purpose is if you open a store, you need to tell people about your store and the product. Scenario number 2, people are coming to your store, but they're not buying your products. This is a very common scenario as well. This happens in a couple of different conditions. So one of it is you are getting the wrong people to your store. Imagine this, if you are selling glasses in your store and you are actually targeting people who don't need glasses at all. Even if you get them to your store, they're not going to buy it because your products don't suit them. So think about that when you're collaborating with different media outlets or influencers. Think about the type of audience or the type of customers that you want to get into your online store. Are they the people who need your product? Are they the people who will be interested to buy from your store? Think about your target audience, your ideal perfect customer that you want in your store. Then you go to those different channels and run a marketing campaign with those people, then that will help to generate more traffic into your store. If you're getting the wrong people, for example, if you're getting people who are not prepared to pay for that certain price point, if you're buying Apple products might not be for everybody. It's not something that everybody can afford or think it's worth it. Think about your perfect customer. What's their age group? Where do they usually hang out? What other products do they like? And go to those platforms. It could be online or it could be offline, or it could be running an ad, maybe a billboard in the middle of the road, could be something that could suit your store. Think about where to get the type of people who will be interested in your products. Otherwise, even if you get masses of people coming to your store, then again, they might not need your products, so they will end up not buying. So then it defeats the entire purpose and it's a marketing fail. Of course, on the other hand, there's this scenario is that people are coming to your store, but your website is not functioning properly. Your store is not doing properly. Maybe you want to do some testing on your mobile, see if people can buy products on your mobile, or is it something wrong with the interface when people are trying to add to cart, it's not working properly. Or maybe perhaps your website is taking too long to load. Did you know if your website takes longer than 3 seconds to load, people are more likely to leave the store? Make sure that your store is running well and there is no glitch. People can easily browse the products, add to cart and check out easily. So do a check on that as well. Scenario number 3. People are adding products into their shopping cart, but then they didn't do a complete checkout. They didn't complete their purchase. So this happens usually for 3 main reasons. One is you have made the checkout process too complicated. Maybe you are asking for too much information from your customer. So if there's certain information that's not needed before someone buys the product, then leave it till the end. Get them to click on buy now as soon as possible. Make it easy for them to fill in the information. And in some cases where people don't really want to create an account with your online store before buying the product, you can also allow them to do it. If they don't want to give their contact number, you can allow them to add the email address without adding the contact number. So these are different ways to reduce the friction of people deciding not to buy. In another scenario, what happens is maybe you have stated a certain shipping extra cost that you didn't list up front. So when people get to the end, before they click on the pay now button, they realize that there's an additional cost coming out that they totally didn't expect. So they feel that they are lied to, if they feel that you are being dishonest, and then they might also decide not to buy. So be really upfront and transparent about your pricing, about the cost of your products and what to expect. Don't give them a shock at the end of it that will result in a dropout. The third scenario where people could abandon their cart is maybe because something cropped up last minute. They were in the middle of filling up this information and they had to attend to something else, or they got distracted, someone called them, so they had to abandon their cart halfway. Then you need to set up a cart abandonment email. If they had already put in their email information, which you have already registered in your database, what you can do is perhaps 12 hours after this failed attempt to buy, it can trigger off an automated email which you have set up in advance to send them an email to say, hey, I noticed that you have left something in your shopping cart. Maybe you want to continue to buy it. Remind them that they have abandoned the cart, so to convince them or to gently nudge them towards the buying process. So this is another way to prevent that. In some cases, some stores could actually set up maybe 1 up to 3 emails, not consecutively. Maybe like after a day or 2, you can gently send another email to remind them about the cart that they have abandoned. In this case, it actually helps to recover some part of the sales. So this greatly helped to recover the lost sales, mainly because people who have already added the products to their cart. This is because for people who have added products to their cart, similar to someone who has joined the checkout queue. So most likely when they are already in the queue towards checkout, they are more or less more than 95% confirmed or almost 100% confirmed that they intend to make that purchase. So if they had abandoned their cart halfway, there could be a good reason for that, and giving them that extra nudge by sending them automated cart abandonment email, creative ones, fun ones, that could help to close the purchase that you have thought that you have lost. And now I've covered all the 3 different scenarios why nobody is going to buy. I hope that's useful for you to diagnose your problem, why nobody is buying from your Shopify store. If it's one of those reasons, you can go into it and start taking action to remedy the situation so you can start getting that first sale rolling to the door. Good luck with your Shopify store. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like a couple of my other videos about how you can get to your Shopify store on a free listing on Google. Check out this other video right here. And if you want to also get your Instagram feed on your store to make it more aesthetically pleasing and get more Instagram followers as well, check out this other video right here. It's going to be useful for you to grow your brand, grow your Shopify store, and get more people to know about your business. If you enjoyed this video and found useful, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!